Sleep can be an elusive goal for a lot of people. But if you've ever tried to sleep with a full mind, you know it's possible. Sleep is the single most important factor in your overall health. You can't control the stressors in your life. But you can control what you do about them, and the best way to manage those stressors is to figure out how to sleep better at night. When you're feeling tired, it's normal to have a hard time falling asleep or to have trouble staying asleep. That's because the human body's built to focus on what's going on right now. And that includes our thoughts. Are you constantly exhausted? Do you find yourself unable to sleep well at night? In this video, we'll go over 10 things you can do to help you sleep better even when your mind is full of stuff. How much sleep do we really need? Sleep is an important aspect of our lives, yet many people do not get the recommended amount of sleep. Most people need around 8 hours of sleep a day, but some people need more and some people need less. Sleep is crucial for our physical and mental health. It helps us to recover from the day's events and prepare for the next day. Lack of sleep can have negative consequences on our health, including weight gain, decreased productivity, and increased risk of accidents. Sleep is something that many of us take for granted. We go through our days constantly on the go, and when bedtime finally arrives, we oftentimes power down our minds and bodies with little regard for the amount of sleep we're actually getting. But what if we're not getting enough sleep? What are the consequences, and how much sleep do we really need? Sleep is vital to our health and well-being, yet the amount of sleep we need changes as we age. Babies and young children need the most sleep, while teenagers need less. Here we take a look at how much sleep each age group needs and what happens if we don't get enough. 7 to 8 hours sleep for adults. We've all heard that sleep is important, but do we really know why? Turns out, sleep is critical for our physical and mental health. Adults need 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night in order to function properly. Skimping on sleep can lead to a number of health problems, including obesity, heart disease, and depression. So the next time you're feeling run down, make sure you get some quality sleep. 10 to 12 hours sleep for babies. It's no secret that babies need a lot of sleep. But how much is really necessary? According to the National Sleep Foundation, newborns should get between 14 and 17 hours of sleep each day, and babies aged 4 to 12 months should sleep for 10 to 12 hours a day. Unfortunately, many babies don't get the amount of sleep they need. Different amounts of sleep are needed for different stages of life. Though sleep needs vary from person to person, on average, adults need between 7 and 8 hours of sleep a day. Babies need about 12 hours a day, adolescents need about 9 hours, and most adults need 7 to 8 hours of sleep. According to the National Sleep Foundation, sleep deprivation is cumulative, which means that it builds up over time. How sleep impacts the brain. Sleep is an important part of overall health and well-being. It is necessary for cognitive function, emotional stability, and physical health. The brain is very active while we are sleeping, and sleep plays a critical role in healthy brain function. While we sleep, the brain is clearing out toxins, repairing cells, consolidating memories, and preparing for the next day. Sleep is also very important in our physical health. It plays a role in regulating body temperature, glucose control, and immune system function. Without sleep, the body cannot recover from its activities during the day. Sleep is also important for maintaining a healthy weight. Sleep deprivation can lead to weight gain and obesity, which are known risk factors for a number of diseases, including diabetes, cancer, heart disease, and mental illness. The benefits of sleeping better are as follows. Improved focus and concentration. The brain needs sleep to consolidate memories, process sensory information, and make decisions. Weight loss. Sleep deprivation increases appetite and decreases metabolism, which contributes to weight gain. Reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease. Sleep loss increases the risk of cardiovascular disease and decreases good cholesterol levels, which is a major risk factor for cardiovascular disease. Enhanced immune system. Sleep is critical for the immune system. During sleep, the body repairs and regenerates the cells, removes waste products, and releases growth hormones. Improved mood. Poor sleep can lead to depression, anxiety, irritability, and anger. Reduced risk of cancer. Poor sleep increases the risk of developing cancer, and makes it harder to treat. Reduced risk of diabetes. Lack of sleep can lead to a higher risk of diabetes. Reduced risk of obesity. Lack of sleep and reduced activity have been linked to a higher risk of obesity. Reduced risk of high blood pressure. Poor sleep has been linked to an increased risk of high blood pressure. Reduced risk of stroke. Lack of sleep has been linked to an increased risk of stroke. Sleep deprivation, causes and consequences. Sleep deprivation is a serious public health problem in the United States. It can cause physical and mental health problems and even death. There are many causes of sleep deprivation, including medical conditions, medications, and lifestyle choices. The consequences of sleep deprivation can be serious, including car accidents, poor job performance, and health problems. Sleep deprivation is defined as not getting enough sleep on a regular basis. People who are sleep deprived may feel sleepy during the day and be tired at night. They may also feel like they can't think straight, or have trouble remembering things. Sleep deprivation can happen to anyone, but it is a serious problem among shift workers, such as factory workers and truck drivers. Causes of sleep deprivation. Lack of sleep hygiene. Poor sleep hygiene includes behaviors that can interfere with sleep, such as watching television or working on the computer in bed. Other factors that can lead to poor sleep hygiene include drinking caffeine or alcohol before bed and using electronic devices in the bedroom. Stress. Stress and sleep deprivation are two of the most common problems faced by people. The combination of stress and lack of sleep can have serious consequences for physical and mental health. Poor sleep habits. Most people don't get the recommended 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. Poor sleep habits can lead to a number of health problems, including heart disease, obesity, and diabetes. Sleep disorders. Sleep disorders are conditions that can interfere with the quality and quantity of sleep, resulting in negative consequences for physical health, mental health, productivity, and safety. Medications. Sleep deprivation is a common problem that can have serious consequences. It can be caused by many things, including medications. Substance abuse. Though sleep deprivation can be caused by many things, substance abuse is one of the most common causes. Environmental factors. There are many factors that can contribute to sleep deprivation, such as work, stress, and technology use. Consequences of sleep deprivation. Fatigue and drowsiness. In addition to the feelings of tiredness, sleep deprivation can also cause a drowsy feeling. Drowsiness is a result of reduced levels of chemicals in the brain that stimulate wakefulness, called adenosine and dopamine. Lack of sleep may also affect hormone levels. Impaired cognitive function. Sleep deprivation is associated with impaired performance on a range of cognitive functions. Sleep deprivation is also associated with the development of dementia. Increased risk of accidents and injuries. Sleep deprivation is associated with an increased risk of motor vehicle accidents, falls, and workplace injuries. Inadequate judgment. A lack of sleep can impair judgment and increase the chances of errors on the job. Mood disturbances. A lack of sleep may affect mood and mental health. Researchers have found that a lack of sleep can cause depression, anxiety, and irritability. Weakened immune system. Sleep deprivation can weaken the immune system in a way that may increase the risk of illness and infection. Increased risk of diabetes. Sleep deprivation has been linked to an increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Weight gain or obesity. Sleep deprivation can lead to weight gain, which may increase the risk of cardiovascular disease. Increased risk of heart disease. A study published in the American Journal of Epidemiology found that individuals who slept less than 6 hours a night had an increased risk of heart attack or stroke. 10 things you can do to sleep better. 1. Identify and eliminate negative thoughts. Negative thoughts before bed can keep you up at night. Here are some tips to identify and eliminate them. First, take a moment to write down any negative thoughts that are keeping you up. Once you have identified them, try to find a solution or counterargument to each one. For example, if you're worried about something happening tomorrow, remind yourself that there's nothing you can do to control the future and that worrying won't change anything. Most of the people who get disturbed by negative thoughts have trouble getting to sleep at night. They lie awake for hours thinking about everything. It is important to be careful about what you think because your mind is always thinking. Your thoughts affect your emotions and your actions. If you worry too much, you can't be happy. You need to learn how to stop worrying and get to sleep. The best way to stop your worrying is to find out what causes you to worry and eliminate those causes. This will help you to eliminate the thought that you're worried about. 2. Set aside time to relax and use a relaxation technique that works for you. Everyone has different ways of relaxing and winding down from a long day. Some people like to read, some people like to take a bath, and others like to listen to music. For some people, using a relaxation technique that works for them is the key to sleeping better. If you are having trouble sleeping, try using a relaxation technique before bed. There are many different types of relaxation techniques, so find one that works for you and stick with it. The next thing to do is to choose a relaxing technique. It could be listening to music, meditating, or doing yoga. Some people even get a better sleep when they take a bath. Make sure to take a bath when you are relaxed and not stressed out. If you don't, you may feel tired and sleepy after taking a bath. 3. Have a healthy diet. According to the National Sleep Foundation, diet and nutrition are important factors in sleep quality. A healthy diet can help you sleep better, while an unhealthy diet can lead to poor sleep. Some foods that can help you sleep better include bananas, yogurt, honey, chamomile tea, and whole grain bread. These foods contain nutrients that help promote relaxation and sleepiness. When it comes to sleeping well, there are many things that you need to consider. If you have a big meal before going to bed, this may keep you up at night. You should not eat before you go to bed. This can be a problem because you are not going to sleep if you are hungry. Make sure that you don't eat anything that will cause you to wake up in the middle of the night. 4. Go to bed earlier. There is no one definitive answer to the question of how much sleep people need. However, research indicates that most people need between 7 and 8 hours of sleep a day. Getting enough sleep is important for overall health, productivity, and safety. People who get insufficient sleep are more likely to suffer from chronic health problems, be less productive at work, and have an increased risk of accidents. Many people believe that getting a good night's sleep is simply a matter of going to bed early. Unfortunately, this is not always the case. There are several factors that determine how well you sleep, including the time of day you go to bed and the amount and quality of sleep you get. In order to get the most out of your sleep, it is important to understand these factors and make adjustments accordingly. 5. Have a ritual before bed. Sleep is one of the most important aspects of our lives, yet many people do not get enough of it. A way to ensure you are getting the best sleep possible is to create a ritual before bed. This could include anything from reading a book to taking a bath. By doing something the same every night before bed, you are telling your body that it is time for sleep. This can help you relax and fall asleep more easily. Here are a few ideas to get you started. Dim the lights in your room about 30 minutes before bed. Exposure to bright light can make it harder to fall asleep. Avoid watching television or working on the computer in the hours leading up to bedtime. Turn off your phone and tablets. Take a warm bath or shower before bedtime. Drink some herbal tea, but not caffeine-containing drinks like coffee or soda, which can keep you awake. Switch on a white noise machine or fan, which can help mask all the sounds and distractions of daily life. 6. Sleep in a dark, quiet environment. Are you having trouble sleeping through the night? If so, you may want to try sleeping in a dark, quiet environment. According to the National Sleep Foundation, this is the best way to get a good night's sleep. Sleeping in a dark room can help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. It can also improve your mood and energy level during the day. To create a dark and quiet environment, make sure your bedroom is free of distractions. This means no TV, cell phones, computers, or other electronic devices. If you have pets, keep them away from the room so they don't disturb your sleep. If you must bring your pets into the bedroom with you, try to do it before going to bed. If you can't keep your pets away from the bedroom, consider getting a pet-friendly alarm clock. 7. Avoid caffeine and alcohol. Caffeine and alcohol are two substances that are often consumed to help people relax and fall asleep. However, research shows that caffeine and alcohol can actually have the opposite effect and disrupt sleep. Caffeine is a stimulant that can keep you awake for hours after it's consumed. Alcohol is a depressant that can disrupt your sleep cycle and lead to restless sleep. Both caffeine and alcohol are natural substances that have been used for thousands of years to treat insomnia. However, they have different effects on the body. Caffeine stimulates the central nervous system, which may make you more alert. It also blocks adenosine receptors, which helps increase the brain's ability to send messages to the body. Alcohol is a depressant. It works by increasing the amount of GABA in your brain, which makes you feel sleepy. The problem with alcohol is that it decreases the amount of melatonin in your body, which can disturb your sleep cycle. 8. Go to sleep and get up at the same time every day. The National Sleep Foundation reports that people who maintain a regular sleep schedule, going to bed and getting up at the same time each day, are more likely to report feeling well rested. Conversely, those who have erratic sleep schedules are more likely to suffer from sleepiness and fatigue. This may be due to the body's natural circadian rhythm, which regulates the body's clock and tells it when to sleep and wake up. We all have different needs when it comes to our sleep schedules. Some people can't fall asleep if they don't go to bed early. On the other hand, some people like to go to bed late in the night and then get up early. In order to have a good sleep schedule, you should follow the rules that work for your body's needs. If you're not sleeping well, make sure that you are getting enough rest. If you do, your sleep will be better and you'll be able to feel better. 9. Try to be active in the morning. In recent years, scientists have discovered that there is a strong correlation between how active people are and how well they sleep. The less active people are, the worse they sleep. Conversely, the more active people are, the better they sleep. This has led many people to try to be more active in order to sleep better. There are a number of ways to be more active in the morning. One way is to go for a walk or run. Another way is to go jogging or biking. Another way is to do a workout video at home. You can also do a workout video at the gym. Another way is to go for a swim or run in the pool. Just try to find out what is best for you and make it a routine. 10. If you are not sleeping well, seek help. If you are like most people, you probably don't get enough sleep. You may think that you can just push through and make do without enough rest, but that's not the case. Lack of sleep can lead to a whole host of health problems. In fact, not getting enough sleep is a public health epidemic. There are plenty of ways to get help sleeping better. If you're having trouble sleeping, see your doctor. They can give you some medication to help you sleep. If that doesn't work, see a sleep specialist. Sleep specialists might recommend anything from a new mattress or pillow to yoga or meditation. If all else fails, there are plenty of natural health remedies for insomnia. In conclusion, we all have a limited amount of energy. We can't get more, and if we do, we have to invest that energy into the things that are important to us. It's hard to prioritize what's most important to us because our brain has a limited ability to think about multiple things at once. In other words, if we have a lot on our minds, it's very likely that we'll be less able to sleep well. So, if you're struggling to fall asleep, even though you've got a lot of stuff on your mind, there may be a simple solution. There are many things you can do to sleep better, even when your mind is full of stuff. Some simple tips are to establish a bedtime routine, create a relaxation space, avoid caffeine and alcohol before bed, and get regular exercise. If you still have trouble sleeping, talk to your doctor about ways to improve your sleep hygiene. By following these tips, you can get the rest you need to be healthy and productive.